One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
John, Jane, Rich. Good morning. Carissa.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, what's up? Thanks for holding.
So, today I found out that my sweet, perfect, wonderful, beautiful little 7-year-old nephew has figured out my phone's passcode, which is, I guess, kind of on me. And I found out because he sent my boss a text that says, it says, "You're stinky, you suck, big booby."
Definitely sounds like a 7-year-old.
And your boss texted you back?
He did. He he said, "Carissa?" ? So,
Well, at least he didn't think it was you.
Oh man, he's never gonna live this down.
I remember stuff like that. My son Jake, when he was in elementary school, he went up to the grease board and he erased something to make it dirty. And it's so funny, but I can't remember what it was. He was like 6 years old or something, 7 years old. It was so funny, but it was like that.
But you get called like to the teachers.
Yeah, I thought it was great. God, I wish I could remember what it was. I wonder if I can call Blake and ask her really quick.
Why do you keep calling a whiteboard erase board a grease board?
Isn't that what that is? A grease board?
No, that's a whiteboard.
I was just call it a dry erase board. I don't know.
What do you call it? Dry erase
Or a
board?
chalkboard. One day that 7-year-old nephew of yours is going to be a manager himself. And he's going to get texts like that.
He's just going to have his
I
email
am going to
signature
send the
with that.
text.
Yes.
I, think
I
that
will send the text.
Did you respond to the manager like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, that was my son"? Did you?
I did. I sent a picture of the perpetrator. So.
Oh, I thought you sent a picture of the boobs.
What?
These are the crusty, smelly old boobs.
Oh,
All right, hold on.
No.
Let me pick up my wife real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake, you there?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, beautiful. So we have someone, Carissa, on the line. She was telling a story about her 7-year-old that sent a text to her boss, and it made me think of that time. What did Jake do in class on the whiteboard?
Oh, it said Miss Whitworth's class, and he had a substitute, and he erased the C and the L.
Ms. Whitworth's ass. Hilarious.
That was in first grade.
First grade.
They were going on a field trip.
Isn't that funny? That's so funny.
oh, Jake.
So not him, too. That's the funny part of it. That's totally not like him. That's something that Dutch would do, not Jake.
Yeah. Well, all right. Thanks. Have a great day. Love you.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Anyway, is your boss cool with it, Carissa, or no?
Up laughing with me, but I was so embarrassed at first. Oh my gosh, it's a new job, and so I didn't know how it would go over, but it turned out fine. We laughed.
That's funny.
Well, thanks for calling in, and thank you for sharing that story with us, Carissa.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing yours. That was actually really helpful.
Thank you for saying thank you. 877-937-1047. Just in case you've been through a version of this, let us know. Or text us. Text JJR and whatever you've been through where your kid got access to your phone to 96893.
For a while there it was rough. These beautiful things that I've got.
John, Jane, Rich and I were just trying to figure out the iPhone did this new update and it's a disaster.
So obnoxious.
I text him, it goes through in blue. He texts me, I don't get it, or it's all in green and it doesn't come. Then he did text me and I got it, but it was in green on his side.
What?
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
Did you block me until I called it out? Is that what happened? No, but my cousin's visiting. She's saying the same thing. People that she texts all the time, like they can text her, but she can't text them. Now I'm experiencing the same thing.
You know how you scroll through Instagram, you see stories, you just, not stories, but you just scroll through Instagram. You ever do just scroll? So I saw a headline, I kept going, I didn't go back, but it said there's a new iPhone 18.1 update. Then maybe there's something newer. Maybe this has been a disaster.
It is so
yeah,
far.
it like moved around all of my stuff, which is really annoying. But
Yeah.
the one cool thing about it though is that you can change the color of your apps. Like you can customize your app color.
Welcome
I was like,
to Android 1985.
I know. I'm like, that's kind of cool. You can make it pink if you want.
Damn it, Kyle.
I
You
wanted
were
to-
so right.
I wanted to play this clip for you guys. There's a woman who's getting married this month, and she posted a video. There was a mix-up. She ordered a wedding guest book, okay? And what she got is, when she says what she got, I wonder what image is going to pop in your head, and then I'll describe what she got.
I get married in 12 days, and today I was supposed to get my guest book. And when I opened it, nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to open. Shoulder meat. What is that? I got a picture book of people I do not know with meat on their shoulder. So if you were supposed to get this and instead you got mine, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Who orders that?
So
Is
picture a guest book, the normal guest book, right, for a wedding. Same type of guest book. And when you open it up, it's like a picture of me, if I was like this looking at you, Kyle, and there was a piece of meat on my shoulder. Then you change the page, and there's a picture of a woman with like a pork chop on her shoulder.
Oh, so
like it's the weirdest
At
thing.
the beginning, she says, I open up my guest book. Shoulder meat is what she's saying. She said
Yes.
shoulder meat.
Why
Shoulder
is
meat.
that
Like that's a thing.
That's so weird.
Like, I thought maybe it was from a cow, a chunk of meat is what she got instead. Maybe it's the shoulder of the
Yeah.
cow. But no, it's photos of random people with pieces
Oh my
of
gosh,
meat on their
maybe
shoulder.
Maybe they love Lady Gaga and they're trying to bring back like the meat dress vibes.
What a keepsake for her.
It's so strange.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, what was the other one I was going to play for you guys?
People are weird.
No, like if you seriously, like if that's something you would order, can you please call us? Because I don't understand. I want to understand. Is this
Also-
a thing we're missing out on?
You know how I think last night they lit the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center. It's like a big deal,
Yeah.
right? So I guess in Ireland, they have the same type of deal where they light this Christmas tree and thousands of people show up. But what happened was all these people showed up and they did a countdown and then the tree didn't turn on.
Oh no!
So they did a countdown again and the tree didn't turn on. Well, listen. It didn't happen, and then 15 minutes later, the officials came out and said, "Hey, sorry, not going to happen."
Couldn't get it.
Have a good evening. Not going to light the Christmas tree.
I love their sense of humor, though. They just keep cracking up.
Hey, Carla, good morning. Carla,
Hello?
hi.
Yes, this is, hi.
What's up?
Is this John Jay?
You got the whole show here. You're live on the radio.
Hey, Carla.
John Jay, Rich, Kyle,
guys.
Peyton. Hi.
Hi. First of all, good morning. I just want to give a shout out to all your guys' family members, like you just call your wife. I want to say thank you to all of them for being so open and supportive, because it's beautiful that they share all your life stories. You guys call them, they're there. I think it's a bless that you guys have such a great family, boyfriend, wife and everything. So I just want to give my heart to them to being so supportive to you guys.
Oh,
We
that's
love
nice.
you. And, without them, I think the show wouldn't be that great either, because they're so wonderful.
It's true. They're so sweet.
You're right. Thank you,
Yeah,
Carla.
so
That's very nice of you.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you and the family and the loved ones. And thank you for taking my call. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love it. Yeah, you can call us for anything. 877-937-1047. You can text us for anything. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. Now, we are going to play a new game that I'm very, very excited for. Hey, Nick, I'll solicit for a contestant, okay? Because I know this is a game you've worked on very hard. Do you guys know the name of this game?
No.
I can't wait for you guys to know the name. All right, so 877-937-1047 to play the game. In the meantime, Rich, tell us about the date you went on.
Well, yeah. Speaking of, Carla was talking about how supportive our people are. Like Peyton's boyfriend, Kyle's husband, John Jay's wife, my wife, Stacey. Stacey's the newest to the fold since we just got married about 2 years ago. And ever since Peyton started this pyramid of putting people on top, my wife, Stacey, is obsessed with being at the top. She does not want to lose. Now, she's been at the top one time, I think, right?
Yeah, I think everybody's been at the top except for Kyle's husband, Fish.
And I feel like what
yeah.
Stacey does is because she knows Peyton hosted, she side texts her all the time, trying to be girlfriends, you know, and
she's
making sure.
to
Yeah.
what's the word?
Like, kind of
Butter
grease the
you up?
wheel.
Yeah, butter me
Grease
up.
the wheel.
Yeah.
I'm sure the party we had, she knew you were coming, so she made sure that there was drinks that you liked. So when you did the pyramid of awesomeness, she would be towards the top. And I do think she's fabulous in every way, but I would like to complain about one thing that happened just last night.
What happened,
I
Richie?
asked my beautiful wife on a date because we had a kid-free zone, right? So let's go to Buck and Ryder. Let's go there early. It is going to be a date between you and I on a rare night when we don't have kids with us. My kids are at their mom's house and her kids are at their dad's house. So she says, well, let's do that. So we're leaving, and she said, however, I just got a note from my youngest son. He had a test late at school. Can we just go pick him up at school on the way to our date, drop him off at his dad's house? I say yes. And so we're in the car driving to his house, and she says, hey, would you like to come on a date with me and Rich and go to dinner with us? And I'm looking like, I don't want anybody else on the date.
Excuse me?
I don't want anybody else on the date. She's like, sure, I love the burgers there. And she's like, great, it's a date. So now it's me, Stacey, and Stacey's kid on my date on my night. So
That's your bonus kid too, though, Rich.
If he's with us on a night, I'm happy to take him along.
So I have this visual. You guys are eating at the restaurant, and Stacey gets up to go to the bathroom. He leans over, looks at you, and goes, "Looks like I ruined your night, Mark."
As he takes a bite of his burger, he just smirks. Yeah, Mark.
Didn't think your night was going to go this way, did you, Mark?
Even the server comes over and she's like, oh, hey, you got a special guest on your date night? I'm like, we do. We got a special guest. So I let her know I was going to submit that to you as the reason she cannot be on the top of the pyramid this week.
Oh my gosh.
She's
I
out.
don't know. She may have won with the drinks.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
It's pretty top tier.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.